Hey guys, welcome to the long-awaited Q&A. So this is the first episode of my Q&A series, and a lot of you guys are excited about it. I'm too. I'm very excited to see what you guys have to ask. And let's get started with the first question. So Jonathan Ramirez, shout out to him, go subscribe, asked a couple questions. So first, how old am I? I am 13 years old. I will be 14 in a couple days. My birthday is on July 7th. So yeah. What state do you live in? Well, if you haven't seen from my other videos, I go to a lot of Texas competitions, and yeah, I do live in Texas. I'm not going to say where, but I do live in Texas. Alright, what made you want to cube? These are all from Jonathan Ramirez, by the way. Well, I saw this kid with the Rubik's Cube at school, and I said, I want to do that. So those are all the questions from Jonathan Ramirez. Alright, question from QNA. He has a couple questions. Who is your favorite speedcuber? And probably Felix Zendegs, because he's a good speedcuber. He holds many world records, but he's not cocky about it, which is what I like. Favorite cube store? Well, I've only ordered from the Cubicle, and I heard, no offense to CubeZZ, but I've heard a lot of bad things, a lot of good things about it too, though. And lastly, what do I average on 3x3? I average around 15 seconds. But I do get frequent 14-second averages. Those are all the questions from QNA. Go subscribe to QNA again. So next questions is from Forg420, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So what do I average OH? I actually am not an OH solver, but if I would to do OH, I think I average around 55 seconds. Compared to my 3x3 times, that's pretty bad. But yeah. Also, have you had a look at other methods, such as ZZ or Rue? And I've seen frequent videos on them, but I have no interest in learning them because I think CFOP is good for now. Those are all the questions from Forg420. Go subscribe to his channel. Alright, we have a question from Luis Cuber. That's how you pronounce it. How did you get into cubing? So, there's this kid at school with a Rubik's Cube, and I was just interested in it, and basically I bought a Rubik's Cube from Amazon, and I learned how to solve it, and basically that. Also, what makes cubing addictive? And I think the addictive part of cubing is that you're trying to beat your own personal bests, and every time it's a different solution. Like, a lot of puzzles get old, but for the Rubik's Cube, it's a different position every time, and that's what I like. And it's just the challenge of beating your personal bests. Go subscribe to Luis Cuber. Alright, next question from Eric B. Why do you assume cube companies produce really crappy cubes when they are bad? Well, that's actually a good question because, like, for instance, the Panshi was a complete flop from the original Diane series, and I think that's because people assumed that Diane is good, so they buy every puzzle, and I think it's just to make more money. I actually would like to hear you guys' opinions on that, because I really have no idea. They just assume that people will buy it because they're sponsored by them and stuff. Go subscribe to Eric B. Alright, we have a few questions from Darth Cuber. So first we have favorite cubing YouTuber. That's actually a pretty good question. I thought about that for a while. And I think SpeedCube Review. SpeedCube Review makes amazing reviews on multiple puzzles. Go check him out, actually. He's a very good YouTuber, and he doesn't even care about his 3x3 times. He just keeps on doing what he needs to do, and I just really like his reviews. They're very informational and very good. Alright, how many cubes do you own? I believe I have around 45 or so. I probably have more or less, but, you know, I don't know exactly. The last question of the Q&A. How long have you been cubing? So I solved my first Rubik's Cube on November 8th, I believe, 2015. So in November, it'll be 2 years. Alright, now thank you to everyone who answered questions. Go subscribe to all the people that I just said in that video, my video, and they're really awesome channels. I have actually looked at them, and some people don't have a channel. They just like watching videos. But go subscribe to the people who do have channels. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this different video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!